In an effort to improve as storytellers ourselves, we believe it is imperative for us to study what came before us. Today we are going to be looking at the setup scene for Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is the perfect scene.
Dad! Dad!
Archaeology is the search for fact, not truth.
For context, Indy has just gotten the Cross of Coronado. His first line in this scene not only sets up the entire film, but could also double as the film's tagline. Archaeology is the search for fact, not truth. This sets up what K.M. Weiland says about positive character arcs in her book, Creating Character Arcs. In order for your character to evolve in a positive way, he has to start out with something lacking in his life, some reason that makes the change necessary. Page 26. The storytellers needed to create a new place for Indy to start from, a new evolutionary beginning. This line sets up the lie Indy believes, but is not necessarily true. Throughout the film, Indy wants only the facts, but in the end, finds the truth he needs, a true relationship with his father. Their relationship starts out very matter-of-fact, even disconnected, and the film emphasizes this by not showing Henry Jones Sr.'s face when we first see the two of them, implying that he didn't even turn around to face Indy.
In Greek.
The next time Indy talks about his dad, he doesn't make it seem like they interact all that often, but the film ends with a much more intimate relationship between them, a true relationship. Relationships fluctuate, like the truth. Fact does not. It either is or it isn't.
So forget any ideas you got about lost cities, exotic travel, and digging up the world. We do not follow maps to buried treasure, and X never, ever marks the spot.
This is a reset on the world of Indiana Jones. The storytellers have to convey the idea that the fantastical world we are used to seeing is not normal. They are setting up an ordinary world for Indy to begin his adventure from. The storytellers are using this cleverly because we, the audience, know that there were two films before this one, so there shouldn't be a doubt about unbelievable adventures in Indy's mind. But the writers have Indy contradict the two previous films by having him say this to his students, making Indy the do-as-I-say type of person, giving him a flaw we can all relate to. It's also set up for an amazing moment later.
X marks the spot.
This scene also gives us the entrance of Dr. Marcus Brody. His first action in the scene is to interrupt Indy's lecture. By walking in mid-lecture, we get a sense of the character not being all that socially aware. Another setup for later in the film.
Does anyone here speak English? Or even ancient Greek?
The next line, about 70% of all archaeology being done in a library, tells us that Indy is a well-read person, a perfect setup for multiple plot points down the road. The bell ringing and Indy telling the students what to study is an easy narrative device to get the two important characters alone in the scene. With Indy telling Marcus that he got the cross, we can see genuine excitement return to his face, telling us that Indy lives for the adventure.
How long I've been looking for that?
All your life?
All my life.
Indy's next line reminds us of the opening of the film, and the fact that he has been looking for that cross all his life. This is where the film differs from the script, in which Indy is supposed to shout the line, "all my life." However, in the film, Harrison Ford gives it a much more somber delivery, implying that there is something more there. This choice begs the question, what is he really talking about? What else is there that he has been looking for all his life? Thus giving us our final point of setup in this scene, which is for the emotional core of the film. Indy has been searching all his life for a true relationship with his father, and that is why this is a perfect scene.
Got lost in his own museum, huh?
Uh-huh.
After you, Junior.
Yes, sir.